Thank you all for your love and support. Every comment, every view, every bit of encouragement, it keeps these stories alive. If these emotional narratives resonate with you, please help me reach 5,000 subscribers so I can continue sharing more. Now, let's begin. I felt at the moment my phone buzzed. That sharp vibration that cuts through silence like it has a vendetta. I was in the kitchen, staring at the half-eaten dinner I'd cooked for the third night straight. The steam had faded. The warmth had gone. And if I'm honest, so had my wife. Long before that text ever arrived. Traffic's crazy. Stuck with a coworker. 9 dull words. No apology. No warmth. No acknowledgement that we even had plans tonight. Her messages hadn't always been like this. They used to overflow with emojis, tiny bursts of excitement, affection, life. Lately, they felt automated, dry, delayed, detached. I stared at the screen, feeling something cold unfurl in my chest. Not anger, yet, but that sinking, nauseating weight that hits when your gut is screaming truths you're not ready to face. I typed back slowly, each tap deliberate. Perfect. Now, let's see. I didn't know exactly what I was doing yet, but I knew I was done sitting quietly while my life rotted in the shadows of her lies. I grabbed my keys. The night air was strange, too warm for the season, unnaturally still. Streetlights hummed overhead, like they were watching. For a moment, I questioned myself. Was I overreacting? Was I about to throw my marriage into chaos for no reason? Then I remembered the small signs. Her phone always angled away. The half-smiles after texts. The sudden late meetings. The coworker she avoided naming. The scent of a cologne I didn't wear. Betrayal doesn't strike like lightning. It creeps in like fog. And I had been breathing it for months. I drove without music, without thought, letting instinct guide me. She wasn't at the office. She'd left hours ago. But I knew her routes. The shortcut she took. The back road she preferred, the coffee shop she always stopped at late for her stress tea. Even though she never came home with a cup. I pulled into the lot. The lights were off. Her car was there. And another, a silver, newer model parked too close to hers to be coincidence. My throat tightened. I didn't move. I just watched. A minute later, the back door opened. Light spilled onto her first. My wife, laughing, cheeks flushed, body angled toward the man beside her. Too close. Close enough their shoulders brushed, neither stepping back. He said something. She touched his arm. She touched his arm. You don't touch a coworker like that. You touch someone you're choosing. And suddenly, the fog inside me ignited. I didn't storm out. I didn't make a scene. I raised my phone and hit record, not for revenge, but to see the truth. Cold. Undeniable. She reached her car, leaning against it, head tilted up at him, smiling the way she once smiled at me. The soft, private smile that says, I trust you more than I should. He leaned in. Not fully, but enough. Enough for the intention to be unmistakable. Enough for the marriage I thought I still had to feel like a ghost. My chest hollowed. When they finally parted, too slowly, too reluctantly, I had seen enough. I drove home. She walked in an hour later, keys jingling, acting as if nothing had changed. Hey, she said casually, dropping her purse on the counter. Traffic was insane. I'm exhausted. I stared at her. Makeup perfectly intact, faint lipstick smudge at the corner of her mouth she hadn't noticed, eyes avoiding mine. Who were you with? I asked quietly. She froze for a fraction of a second, long enough to confirm everything, then turned, forcing a confused smile. I told you. Coworker. Stuck for an hour. I nodded. What's his name? Another pause. Another crack in her story. Mark, she said too quickly. The man outside wasn't named Mark. I knew her office roster. Every story she'd told when she still talked about life. I walked closer, pulled out my phone, and tapped the video. Her face drained as the screen lit up between us. The parking lot, her laugh, leaning against the car, the man stepping in, her not stepping back. She swallowed hard. It's not what it looks like, she said. Then tell me, I whispered. What part of this looks like a marriage? Her mouth opened, but no sound came. Her eyes flicked between me and the screen, searching for a lie that could hold. None did. Were you going to tell me? I asked. Or was I supposed to wait for the day you didn't come home at all? I didn't sleep with him, she blurted. Too late. The honesty came too late. It started emotional, she admitted, voice trembling. I know that's not better. I know I messed up. I felt lonely. We've been distant. You've been stressed. I didn't know how to talk to you anymore. He listened. I'm not making excuses, You betrayed me, I said, not loud, not angry, just broken. And while I was here trying to fix us, you were out building something with someone else. Tears gathered in her eyes. I believed she was sorry. But apologies are ashes. They can't rebuild what you burn. I walked past her, heading to the bedroom. She followed. Wait. Please don't do this. We can work through it. I'll end everything with him. I'll show you. I'll do anything. You already did everything, I said quietly. Just not with me. She collapsed onto the bed, sobbing into her hands. The sound twisted in my chest, scraping at pieces that still loved her, that still wanted to hold her. But love isn't a blindfold, and trust doesn't return the moment you notice it's gone. I sat across the room, staring at the doorway, feeling torn in ways I didn't know a heart could tear. Tell me why, I said finally. Tell me where I went wrong. She looked up, eyes red, voice cracked. You didn't. I did. I was weak. I got caught up in attention, in feeling wanted. I never meant to fall for it. I never meant for it to go this far. Her honesty cut deeper than any lie. She hadn't stumbled into betrayal. She had walked into it, step by step, choice by choice. I stood, hands shaking. I need space, I said. She reached for me. Please don't leave. But I stepped back. Sometimes leaving is the only way to save yourself. I slept on the couch that night. Sleep isn't the word. I existed in a haze, half conscious, half numb, replaying our marriage through a fractured lens. Morning sunlight spilled through the windows. She approached quietly, carrying a blanket, face swollen from crying. I made breakfast, she whispered. If you want to talk. I didn't answer. She sat beside me, hands clasped tightly. I love you, she said. I never stopped. I know you don't believe it right now, but it's true. I want to fix this. I want you. Please just give me a chance. Sincerity cannot erase betrayal. Cannot stitch a torn heart. I cannot undo the moment you see the person you love leaning into someone else. I breathe slowly, painfully. I don't know if we can come back from this. But I'm not deciding today. Not out of anger. Not out of hurt. I need time. Real time. She nodded, tears sliding silently down her cheeks. For the first time since the night began, neither of us spoke. Maybe one day we rebuild. Maybe we don't. Betrayal doesn't end a marriage. It changes it forever. And sometimes, the hardest part of being betrayed isn't losing the person you loved. It's losing the version of yourself who believed they never would. If you enjoyed this story and want more emotional narratives like it, please consider helping me reach 5,000 subscribers. Your support means everything.